Jeremiah chapter 18, verses 3 to 4 says, "So I went down to the potter's house, and there he was, working at his wheel. And the vessel he was making of clay was spoiled in the potter's hand. And he reworked it into another vessel, as it seemed good to the potter to do." Pottery is one of the oldest and most widespread of the decorative arts, consisting of objects made of clay and hardened with heat. The objects made are commonly useful ones, such as vessels for holding liquids or plates, or bowls from which food can be served. In this episode, we will explore the world of pottery in Barbados. My first stop was straight to where it all began, and that place is in Chalky Mount, St. Andrew, where I spoke with Winston Paul, owner of Highland Pottery, Inc.
Pottery is life, you know. When I actually explain to people about pottery, we start from in the Bible, where it was actually created by the same clay, by the potter's hands and such, right? So, and the aspect of making pottery is like, as I say, a woman giving birth to a child, you know, creating, you know, something out of nothing, you know, and just watching it grow, you know, because when you finish it and then you sit down or you just there in the shop and you see the products and different things and people come in and just saying, wow, well, you know, so nice and different things, that, you know, that gives you such a feeling.
Winston said that all of the clay is sourced from right here in Chalky Mount, because this side of the island naturally produces it. And there are many different types of clay, from white, pink, and cherry red, and different textures as well, such as sandy or well plastered. Winston then took me on a short tour of his establishment and briefly demonstrated his method of making pottery. He began by showing how he prepares the clay for use.
This is what the clay looks like in its raw stage when it is dug from the earth, okay? So what we normally do with this clay, we normally get one portion of this clay and adding it with 2 portions of water in a barrel on the outside, where we would go ahead and sieve it down to liquid. A thick creamy liquid, like an ice cream, and then we would take out all the impurities and such, all the tree roots, the rocks and such that might eventually be in the clay. After that process, we'll place it in what is known as drying trays on the outside, where we would allow it to actually dry, where the sun would evaporate the water from the clay, leaving it in this plastic-like coating. Plastic, reliable and ready to use.
After kneading the clay, it is then taken to a machine called the pug mill, which evens out the body of the clay, takes out all of the bubbles and lumps, and leaves it to one consistency. And as you can see, it takes a lot of physical labor on the part of the potter. After the clay preparation, he briefly went on to show the process of using the wheel to form a shape.
What I'm going to do now is stretch my clay to the height I want the pot to be. So if you watch closely, you will see it will be getting a bit taller. Just stretching it to the height I want the pot to be. So after a day of making my pot, I'll take it to the potter's wheel again. It will be in a stage which is known as leather hard. And the reason we say leather hard, it won't be too soft nor too hard.
Leather hard?
Yeah. So it won't be too soft nor too hard. So at that stage you will be able to handle it, where you could turn it upside down and just use a metal tool and just shave the bottom nice and smooth. So you see, this is a plant pot. I will make a mark where I'll take it from my rib. Just a mark here. I can just leave it simple like this, or else I can just go ahead, just do a small decoration to the side with my rib like this, just up and down, and you have a little pattern at the side of the pot there. So
after witnessing Winston molding the clay, I could no longer restrain my enthusiasm of wanting to try the role of the potter, and I would not say that it was a complete disaster for my very first time. I mean, come on guys, just look at that technique. After the form is completed, Winston said clay normally takes about 2 weeks to dry naturally and then is placed in the kiln.
So there's the kiln there. So how we operate the kiln, as I said, you will normally see the installation of the kiln, which is known as fiber fax. It's made out of fiberglass material. So which would actually withstand the heat, because the heat that we normally go through is over 1200 or so, all right? And that kind of heat, as I said, it would actually like warp the metal on the outside here. So as you can see, we actually have to have it, you know, the insulation inside there to have that well protected.
Because of the perseverance of the folks at Chalky Mount who continue the legacy of the pottery industry, they paved the way for others to follow in their footsteps, and one such place is Earthworks. Earthworks has become one of the most successful pottery businesses in Barbados, priding itself on the many original creations skillfully made by their team. Owner Mr. David Spieler spoke about life at Earthworks.
Being a potter is like being any other profession. It's a trade. It's a thing that one does. I'm a potter. I make pottery. This is my office that I'm sitting in, and I'm here at my desk working. There are a lot of parallels, you know, in terms of the, you know, a lot of church groups and schools bring their kids here for religious studies because of the Jeremiah quotes and some of the other ones. I think there's some Isaiah quotes as well. So they want to connect with the clay to see, you know, how that meaning, you know, comes to be and how it can be interpreted, you know, actually seeing the clay being worked.
Speaking of clay being worked, one of the oldest yet fascinating ways that caught my eye here at Earthworks, in which clay took shape, was through the use of a ram press machine. This machine is used to press clay into molded shapes such as plates and bowls.
So now here we are, and pottery is now mainstream, mostly tourism based, but there is a local demand as well for nicely made pottery, you know, in middle class homes and all homes actually. You know, people want to have name mugs. A lot of people build houses and they want to maybe have a house sign or a wedding plate or a baby set or something. So all kinds of everything. There's a big pile of pedicure bowls that we're exporting to Antigua this week. And they just put one of those outside of each hotel room.
So you would say that your main revenue makers right now is pretty much the tourism industry?
It's everything, and it's every market, and it's every customer. Because we kind of look like a big pottery in Barbados, but one of the things that we really pride ourselves on is the fact that we're so very reactive. You know, if you want a mug, or if you want a bowl, or if you want a sign or a thimble or anything, you know, and just one, we'll, you know, turn our attention to that and you'll get it.
There you have it, the world of pottery crafted by the potter's hands.